The Eric Zane Show podcast is powered by the Eufy Video Smart Lock E330. This thing's amazing. These people sent me one, and I'm so happy. I love it so much. It's a lock. It's a 2K camera. It's a doorbell. 3-in-1, triple security. You know, a lot of the times when you buy something that's like a camera so you can see who's at your door, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee. That is not the case with the Eufy Video Smart Lock E330. And by the way, I want you to search EUFY Video Lock. That's EUFY Video Lock. Or visit eufyofficial.com/video lock to see how you can gain complete control of your door. The Eufy Video Lock is easy to install, set up with just a Phillips screwdriver, no drilling required. Thank goodness, because if I did that, there'd be holes all over the place. It'd be horrible. Keyless entry, no more fumbling for the keys when your hands are full. Never worry about the kids losing keys or passing among the renters. 1 second unlocking with, get this, AI self-learning chip embedded. The more you use it, the more accurate it will be. It's fingerprint recognition on this thing. You gotta try this out. Search Eufy Video Lock. That's EUFY Video Lock. Or go to eufyofficial.com/video lock. Full 3-in-1 triple security with Eufy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are joined by Shawnee, one half of the ownership team of the Green Medicine Shop in beautiful Greenville, Michigan. Shawnee, welcome back to the show. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Are things looking up for you guys? It seems like you're onto some really great things. You've had some, it seems like you're getting some momentum. I don't know. I mean, I just feel that about you guys. How's it going?
Yeah. It seems like more people are listening now. Yeah. So we are making some progress. And we are looking forward to Tuesday when we have the next city council meeting, and they're going to be actually discussing the plan moving forward for the adult use in Greenville. So we're hoping that will be good news.
Now, you've been a medicinal facility. If that time ever comes when for recreational use is allowed where you are, does that mean you carry both types or just one? Or how would that work?
Well, we'll carry both types, as long as the state has both types available. So we would always keep our medical license. At some point, the state has discussed going into just one format instead of having the two separate ones. And if that happens, of course, we'll go along with that because that's what will happen to everyone. But otherwise, we'll keep our medical license because that way we keep that access for those who are under 21. So.
That's true. That's entirely true because folks under 21, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a med card, you aren't allowed to partake. So if those who have a med card, which you can get your med card through your website, thegreenmedicineshop.com, 18 to 21 can take advantage of that.
Right. And there's not too many facilities left that will actually carry the med license for those folks. So we'll keep ours no matter what. As long as it exists anyway.
All right. Now, we're coming up on a big time of year, April 20. 420 is oftentimes. What is the history of that? Do you know how that all got started in a nutshell?
Yeah, it's a little ambiguous, but basically it was the time that a certain group of people in California met after school to smoke weed. And so it started to become, hey, see you at 420 type of thing to where it started getting celebrated years and years later on 420, the actual date, instead of just the time. But The time is still, of course, 420 happens every day. But only once a year is it actually 420 on 420. So,
do people actually wake up at 420 just to smoke weed, do you think?
I don't think that it's so intentional. Maybe on 420 it is that intentional. It seems coincidental a lot of times that it just seems to happen. That's when people get done with classes or done with work or whatever. Some people might do it intentionally. I don't know.
Friday is, I should say 419 falls on Friday. 420 is Saturday. Yeah. You're open. You have hours on those days, but you also have a lot going on. Vendors from 12 to 3 on Friday and 2 to 5 on Saturday. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly right. Yep. So we'll have different companies there on both days. and have samples available, of course, on both days. But the majority of the special things will happen on 420. So we're going to have the prize wheel out starting on Monday. So for the whole week of 420, that'll be out. And then we're going to do some special deals that'll be good for the whole week. But the bulk of the fun stuff, including our disco party and the mystery boxes and the pre-roll bundles, all that's happening on 420.
Okay, so like for the mystery boxes, the value inside of the mystery box is like $50, $60, but they're only going to pay half of that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. 2420. So, and it'll be lots of goodies in there, but all pre-rolls, but different kinds and some very fun ones. So.
All right. And then what was the bundle? What you said, how much that is?
Oh yeah. We're doing the bundle of 30 pre-rolls for $60 too. So we have a limited supply on those items. So that's why we're doing it on 420 only.
Okay. So those will disappear fast.
Yes, they will.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I was going to ask something else. Oh, when it comes to the vendors, that's free weed, right? People are getting free weed?
In many cases, yes. So the vendors that we have in the back where, the secure area, those vendors will have free weed. Yes, they will. And we'll have other vendors with a prize wheel and all that good stuff out front. And a lot of times that will just be special deals. So buy one, get one deals and stuff like that. But yeah, we're definitely going to have some free pre-rolls, I should say, definitely going out for those 2 days.
What are your hours on both of those days, like for the whole day?
10 to 8 or 10 to 8 every day.
Okay.
7 days a week. So
okay. Okay. Yes, of course. I forgot about Sunday. 10 to 8. Yeah. And getting back to the climate, the political climate, this has been an icy period of time for you guys where you guys have been talking and trying to convince the locals to lift the prohibitive ordinance that keeps you from becoming a recreational facility. More and more people that come out and speak on your behalf is good, correct?
Yeah. I think they were under the impression that we were the only ones that cared about that. In every meeting now, we have more and more people coming and speaking up, and they're like, "Oh, it's more than just Green Medicine Shop who wants this here, so maybe we'll listen." That's kind of what I'm hearing, and there seems to be the more people speaking, the more they're listening, and we've really got some forward movement now. So I'm hoping this was on their list of items to accomplish for the year. And it also encompasses several others that include working towards increasing the businesses on North Lafayette Street, which is where we are. So kind of falls right into plan with other things the city has going, including beautifying that whole stretch of property, and more businesses in there would obviously do that. So
right on. And I think that when you have as much traffic as you would see, you have the Cabela's effect. Anytime anybody opens up a Cabela's, there's tons of things that open up around it. People want to put their businesses where the traffic is, and exactly. and the idea that people from all walks of life do this, partake. I mean, there's an old stigma that anybody who would want to smoke any cannabis is kind of like an undesirable, but that's not the case these days. And I'm glad that it's starting to work out in your favor, Yeah,
honestly, that was all propaganda and lies from the beginning. So it never really was true. And it's pretty obvious it's not true now when you look at the majority of the U.S. Does use cannabis. And that is kind of the whole country. So, I mean, I think everybody kind of figured out that was a lot of smoke and mirrors from before.
What's interesting is like for alcohol, it's 21 and over, but you can't get a med card to drink alcohol from 18 to 21, but you can with cannabis.
Well, alcohol has no medicinal use unless you want to say it kills bacteria. I guess it kills bacteria when applied topically, right? But other than that, it has no medicinal use. So there isn't a reason for that. This is a very different kind of plant, and it is safer than any pharmaceutical. It's safer than aspirin. It's safer than many of the herbs that you already buy in the jars over the counter. So it's just a matter of time before everybody figures that out.
Do you think we'll eventually see it legal on a national level? Because right now it's still illegal nationally.
Oh yeah, it kind of has to be. And there's a lot of reasons it has to be. I can't believe it's taken this long. I'm actually shocked it still hasn't happened yet. I really thought that would have happened by now, but there's increasing pressure, especially with the election coming up. So we'll see if we don't get some movement there too. But at least the Safe Banking Act, so we could get out of this cash only business and make it a little safer for everyone. That would be good at the very least.
Shawnee, you folks are awesome. Tell Matt I said hi. My best to everybody there. Your shop is fantastic. I hope everybody comes and sees you in Greenville at Green Medicine Shop.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks for being part of the show.